Good morning,
Goeiemôre.
guys. This morning, I want to say it's nice and hot on the island.
It is nice.
We haven't got. We're sitting underneath the aircon because some people are getting way too hot than normal. So
Yeah, we've had quite a few very warm days.
yeah, but another thing that I could say is after a hot day or two, there's always a large shower of rain, which helps a
Yeah.
bit.
It
So,
it really feels like island weather. It
oh
rains
yeah,
during
yeah.
the night, and then during the day it's really nice.
Island man.
Yes. So I don't think anyone is moaning about the weather this summer.
So far, nobody's complaining.
No,
All right.
it's been good.
This morning, I think we need a bit of your help. We are a bit rusty on some of the prices. So we are talking all about containers. It's been a hot topic on Facebook the last few weeks now.
Mhm.
And everybody's saying, yeah, container, no, container, yes, why not? So,
And also a big question is everyone's asking who should you use
yeah.
to bring your stuff over. Can we start there?
Oh, let's start there. Yeah.
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 We can only vouch for Econotrans. And I see a lot of people
Also
talk
saying that
about
they have
them. Yeah.
very good service. So,
Yeah, they come highly recommendable.
and we used them for the first time in 2016.
Yes.
We used them, and then eventually in 2018 they moved our stuff over, but it's been in storage with them for more than a year. And then the latest container of Charles, that's our son, has arrived in Tauranga this week or last week somewhere.
Yeah.
And my daughter's busy packing her container as well, also with Econotrans.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think if you compare the prices, Econotrans is
it's probably in there as a very good
a
deal.
very good deal. And the way that they handled our stuff, we didn't have any breakages. I think I had one Pyrex
Buck.
what is a buck? I can't think this morning.
A dish.
Pyrex dish.
Okay.
That was cracked. But other than that, there was nothing. And how it works is they come and they pack all your stuff at home. So you just tell them what to pack. You mark your cupboards, which ones must be packed, which
Sometimes
ones
I pack those ones that you don't want to have.
Yeah, we had quite a few
it was
surprises.
a lot of fun as well. So
and then they store it in a container until it needs to be shipped. And if you've got TVs and stuff, they pre-pack it in wooden boxes.
Yeah, everything costs extra
Yeah.
if they can make these boxes for you and so forth.
But they make sure that everything is very safe. And then when they arrive in wherever you live, they organize for a moving company to bring your stuff to your home.
It goes through
customs
and
and
everything. Yeah.
But then when they deliver it, they unpack the big stuff for you. They ask you which ones you want unpacked, like your lounge and your big stuff.
And they put it nearly where you want it.
Yes, so. And what's nice is that they take all those boxes away, so you don't have to sit with all those boxes.
And then you are allowed to call them even afterwards to say, all my boxes are undone now, come and fetch the rest.
When you finish unpacking all the stuff that they didn't unpack, then they come and get all the boxes and they take it away for you. So the service is really highly recommendable. I know there are quite a few other companies as well that do it, but we can only vouch for Econotrans.
Oh, sorry. Why would I sneeze now?
I don't know. Maybe you're allergic to me.
That I would have been done in for many years ago already. So
and then the big question: should I not? Must it be a big one? Should I bring a small one?
What I want to ask the audience this morning is, if you have shipped over a shipping container, please just give us the price. I haven't the containers we know of that's coming now. It's only shared containers. So we don't know what the full price of those would be. And for me to tell you what my container cost how many years ago would be very, very unfair. So
yeah, because that was quite a few years
ago.
All
right. So the big question is, should I or shouldn't I? Yes. What do you say? Yeah or nay? It's easy. It's easy.
I am in two minds at the moment. When we came and up until I would say last year sometime, I would say yes. Now I would probably say shared container. I don't think it's worth
Okay.
bringing all your stuff. And
depending on what it costs, then
depending on what it costs, I can tell you one thing: you won't be, if you've got nice furniture and you've got kind of new stuff, then by all means pay the 60,000-80,000 rand. I don't know what it's probably in that region.
more nearer to 90,000 now.
And bring all your stuff over, because you will not be able to put up a house with newish furniture for that price. There's just no way.
But there is some people that has got very old furniture, leaves everything behind, come around here, set up some op shops.
If you've got stuff that it's really not, or maybe you only have a lounge suite that you want to bring, you don't want to bring anything else, then leave it. Just buy it on this side. But
there's a heap of stuff that you gather over the period of time. Point one, that is of sentimental value. And I would say point two, that's sometimes irreplaceable.
And that's the thing. If you must bring a few boxes, what's are those boxes that you can ship off?
They got that other thing, that's a small container. I think it's not a lot, but that's a very small container that goes into the inside of the plane sometimes.
So if you've got sentimental stuff that you want to keep and it's small, like paper stuff and photos and all that, then just maybe make use of that service. And
we flew with all our laptops and all those type of stuff. And then we put the screens and the TVs and the computers and everything else in the container. I also have one of those inverters with the batteries, and that didn't last. But it was more than a year in storage.
It's called a cube.
Somebody's saying it's a cube. Thanks for it. Do you know what a cube costs these days? Please just put it up there, then we can give them an idea. And then
if you don't have that much stuff that you want to bring, then you can do a shared container. Then the only downside to that is you have to wait until the container is full before they ship it. But the rate that people are immigrating at the moment, I don't think you'll have to wait very long.
No, especially if I saw how quickly Charles' container was filled up. So.
And then you just bring the stuff that you really want here. Or if you've got new stuff. When we came, we bought a few new electric stuff, like
you bought a ton of new electric stuff. Kettles, toasters,
microwaves, all that. Because we didn't know what it cost on this side, and I don't know what that kind of stuff cost in South Africa at the moment. So I wrote down a few prices from Kmart. Now Kmart, for those of you that don't know, is a really cheap alternative to expensive places, but it's not junk. It's really good quality. I still have my dinner plates and stuff that I bought 7 years ago when we arrived. I'm still using that, and there's nothing wrong with them. And I think I paid $1 a plate at that stage. Currently, the plates at Kmart it ranges between $2 and $2.50 for a plate.
Have you bought electronic stuff from them yet?
I have.
And is it lasting?
Yes. No, there's nothing wrong with it. And they've got toasters and kettles that ranges from $11 up to whatever you want to pay. But even the $11, we've got that in our caravan, and I mean, it works perfectly. So the small stuff for your kitchen, please, you don't need to bring it. You pay $2 for almost everything. Ilana went yesterday or the day before, and she bought a bag full. That's why I always say when I go to Kmart, how can $2 and $2 be $150? Because it just feels very cheap. So
that's the problem. It all adds up very, very quickly.
Your kitchen utensils and stuff you can buy from Kmart for really a good price. You don't need to buy at Briscoe's or wherever until you can actually afford to, if you want to. I don't know. It's not really necessary.
I've opened up. We can go back to Kmart now. I've opened up something that is here. It says beds. A king size bed. I would say between $1,900 and about $2,500. I was looking at the other ones. That's about 1,400, 1,600. I don't know if I want to sleep on those. Those look like real things that I will have to replace.
Is that for a queen or a king size?
No, this is a king.
Okay.
Let's say $2,500, and that one is for, let's say, $2,000. Now I'm just thinking $2,000 is 25,000 rand.
Yeah.
Okay. Now if you have 3 of these in your house, and you got to replace them with 3 of these, that's 75,000 rand.
It's already your container.
It's your container.
That's why I'm saying, if you've got stuff, especially beds, I don't know why beds in New Zealand are so expensive.
But let me put it out there. You can buy good things here, and you can buy rubbish here as well.
Yes.
They look good, but they don't last.
Yeah, you don't want to buy a bed for $1,000 that's only going to last you 2 years, and then you have to buy a new one.
And you got to buy a new one. And I mean, $2,000 keeps on piling and keeps on piling. And the thing with this is, once you arrive here, and if you have a few dollars, you are going to spend it to buy all of these type of things. Now we know if you buy a bed, you've got to buy a lot of other stuff. And if we send you to buy that, you've got to buy extra ton of 500,000 different cushions to put on the bloody beds. Because you gotta have what is Larkins?
Yeah, sheets.
You gotta have a duvet. All this adds up. So you could probably buy that $2,000 bed, but it's gonna come at the end of the day, let's say to $2,500.
I remember when we came, I went to Mr. Price's home and I bought new blankets and stuff, and I bought new towels because I didn't know what the towels in New Zealand was going to cost. The towels are really not expensive. You can buy really good quality towels, even at Farmers or Bed Bath & Beyond.
You're talking about that stuff that doesn't dry me.
No, man, really, it's good quality stuff, and it's not expensive. So if I knew that then, I probably wouldn't have bought all of that. And then I know, and I'm going to put it out there, everyone says, and it is true, that the sizes of the beds differ in New Zealand from South Africa. So everyone says you can't put the New Zealand sheets and stuff on your South African bed. Okay. So what I do, although we don't have any South African beds anymore, do we? No, we don't.
No.
But even still, now I do it. Instead of buying the pack with the fitted sheet and the flat sheet and the 2 pillowcases, I just buy them separately. So then I buy 2 flat sheets. Of course, the flat sheet you can put on any bed. It doesn't matter how big it is.
That's right.
It's actually only the fitted sheet that's the problem. So just do that. You really don't have to buy
the fitted sheet is a problem everywhere. I mean, try to fold that thing.
I know.
Goodness
So
me.
I just that's what I used to do, and I still kind of do that.
Somebody just saying, very grateful. We bought a 20-foot container with furniture and electrical appliances, except the TV. At least we won't need to upgrade or replace any of our furniture because it's all of good quality.
That's the thing.
It's a big difference. It's a big difference. What we didn't bring a fridge.
No, we didn't.
Our fridge was on the very last legs. I had to fill it up with gas and so forth. And it was one of those massive double door fridges which would have fitted nowhere. So I sold that in South Africa. Whoever bought a bargain because I just let it go.
Yeah.
And then we bought new fridges down here. You get places like the Container Door. I don't know if you know about them.
Yeah.
Where you can buy stuff, fridges and dryers and washing machines for rather cheap, for between $400 to $600 about. I don't know how long, and I'm not taking them down now. Yes. I don't know how long that will last. I've never really used any of those things except the one fridge where my bait is in.
Oh well, still going.
That's one that I bought off Container Door for also for very cheap. So just to give you an idea of the prices, and this is Kmart. I didn't go to Briscoe's and all that, and I don't know which brands Kmart uses, but there's nothing wrong with the things that they sell. You can buy a microwave, a big microwave for $79, a rice cooker $20. Air fryers ranges between $850 and $140. I don't know what $850. Probably 85.
85, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
85 to
I was
149.
thinking, how big is that air fryer?
Waffle makers, $19. Then those big bench mixers, cake mixers, $89. A blender for $37. And an electric frying pan for $40. Then those 4-slice sandwich presses. We use that a lot, $45. And then, as I say, kettle and toaster ranges from $11 up. A juicer for $85, slow cooker $35, espresso coffee machine $100.
Okay.
That's just to give you an idea.
There's an indication of price. I say at Mr. Price, fitted cheese goes between 200 and 350 rand each. So what do they cost down here?
Is that per sheet?
Per sheet, yeah.
Well, yeah. Look, when you go to Bed Bath & Beyond, and this is one thing in New Zealand, everyone has always got specials on. So sometimes you walk into Bed Bath & Beyond, most of the time, and they've got a range of sheet parcels, like the fitted sheet, the flat sheet, and the pillowcases that you can buy the whole pack for $35 or $45. That's for the whole, and it's not junk. It's very Bed Bath & Beyond's got really good quality. So that is for the whole thing. But if you want to go buy the Egyptian cotton, or I don't know what, you will pay more. I don't know what it is per sheet.
Yes, one. I just googled this. Royal Comfort, 1,200 TC, whatever that was.
It's good quality.
Ultra soft 4-piece sheet set at Briscoe's.
Yes,
$16.
Yeah,
16.
Yeah. So it's really not worth bringing your bedding. As I say, the towels and the bedding and the stuff in New Zealand is really not that expensive. You can even buy at Farmers and not pay too much. And Farmers is a good shop.
Just keep something in mind. If you are bringing a chest of drawers, you can pack a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Do that.
Maybe bring your duvet inners. I don't know what they cost in South Africa at the moment, but duvet inners, good quality duvet inners are
quite expensive.
You'll pay for a good quality one.
I just feel if you got the fitted sheets already, bring them.
Yeah.
If they aren't into tatters or looking like some of the country's flags, bring them.
Yeah.
And people who bring stuff like couches and so, where you sit, there they put stuff and they wrap it with. So you can bring a lot of extra stuff.
The problem will come in when you bring your duvet inners. The sizes of the duvet covers in New Zealand probably won't fit your duvet inners.
Bring your duvet out as well.
No, man. What you can do, because I still use my South African duvet inners, so you just buy a size bigger in New Zealand. So if you've got a single bed duvet inner, buy a king single duvet cover. Okay. So just read the measurements on your duvet inner. It is there on the little paper, and just when you go buy, make sure that your cover will fit your inner. So
is that what a king single is?
Yeah.
I thought it's a king that got divorced or something.
Yeah, you get a king single. That is like a 3/4 bed in South Africa. We call it a king single.
Yeah. All right, that's interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody post any of the prices yet, so sadly, it looks like I can't tell you this morning what the container cost from South Africa to here. But still, I would say, and I know you're in two minds, I would still say, for all the stuff that I could bring and I didn't need to buy, and that's especially stuff like computers, those type of things, screens, my computer screens.
Yeah.
We didn't bring any desks. Desks on average is not too bad if you buy from Facebook.
Yeah.
You get people selling desks off as cheap as.
Yeah. What I also did before we came is I went to, what is that plastic place?
In South Africa.
Plastics for Africa,
or
like I don't know what. And I bought a whole lot of plastic ware, like mixing bowls and
all of the stuff you need.
Don't do that. Please don't do that. So I think you'll probably end up not having and not being, it's not necessary to bring a 20-foot container, probably.
Except if you've got really...
No, if you've really got nice stuff.
But let's be quite frank, 20-foot container will fill a full-on 3-bedroom house in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Full on. So, and yeah, it's one of those things. So
then it's probably worth bringing it. Yeah. I'm just talking about the small stuff, knives and forks, and I don't know what else I packed. Goodness.
at the end of the day, if you didn't have it, you had to go buy it.
True, and I mean,
And that costs money.
We've just put it in a like a crate or something. We put it in.
And if you take $2, it came out, it adds up to $150.
No, it does. It does.
Quick.
But the thing is, just if you're thinking, I'm just going to leave everything behind, you can do that. It won't cost you. You can buy from the op shops, and I must say, the South Africans in New Zealand are very giving.
Yeah, we try to.
Yeah,
but we're running out of stuff because everybody's asking these days.
Everyone is asking, but if you've got something to give, why
not?
Why
not?
I mean, it's just sitting there, so then just give it. So you will be able to get stuff for not so expensive. And we now have a friend in Tauranga. She what do you call it when you repaint stuff?
Upscale. Upscale.
Up something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she makes old furniture pretty, and she sells it for a really good price. I told her the other day, if I didn't have furniture, I would probably finish my whole house from the stuff that she does. So there are options. You don't need to buy expensive stuff when you get here.
Yeah. All right. That's a good one.
Okay.
Thanks, Mariska Brown.
Upcycle.
Yeah. We paid last year $45,000 per cube with Econotrons. It's a bit more expensive than I thought it was going to be.
How big is a cube?
That's the thing, that smaller thing, man. It's got the total cost is $95,000 for Cape Town to Auckland. That's for a 20-foot container. Includes a full 3-bedroom house contents, including fridges, etc. We will recommend bringing a container. It's worth it if you have good quality furniture. Bring it.
Yeah.
Mariska, thanks a lot. So 95,000.
Okay.
That buys me 3 beds and the sheets in New Zealand. That's how I see it. I'm a financial advisor, guys. So that's how I see it.
No, I have not been. I'm very happy we brought our stuff.
Oh yeah.
I haven't regretted it one bit. Yes. And then also you have to you just have to remember when you immigrate that it is really hard on you. Emotionally, it is really hard. It is so stressful, and you land in a new country where nothing is familiar. So I must tell you, when that container arrives with your stuff, even if it's not fancy.
I want to say something. We had an area where we chucked all the stuff that we were going to throw away, and it was just in the middle of our bedroom. We chucked all the rubbish in there. And they packed that for us. I was even glad to see our own rubbish come home.
It's one of the best feelings ever when they arrive with that container full of your stuff. And when you open it, and if you've got kids, it's like Christmas, and they are so happy to just see their own stuff. So if even if it's not just about what it costs and whatever, what is in there and what it means to you and what it does
the familiarity
it makes you feel a little bit more settled.
At home.
Yes.
It makes you feel at home.
Yeah.
So
emotionally,
Brown just says it's all in rands, not dollars.
Yeah.
So 95,000 rand for a container.
For $9,000, like you said, you can buy 3 beds.
3 beds. So there's other container and so forth. This is you're so right. When that container arrives, it feels like Christmas. If you know kids, then it's so worth it. Because it feels like something from home. Your house feels like home. I believe it makes it easier for the kids, and I think it makes it easier for the adults as well.
Most definitely, because I mean, you can just imagine all the stuff that you have to leave behind. If you have to ask your kids to leave all their toys, everything that they know, everything in their room, leave it behind and start from scratch. They need that something to just hold on to. No, even if it's just emotional well-being.
It's so expensive.
Yeah. No.
All the stuff that I thought I would buy the other day was
kids' toys at Kmart, and you must do yourself a favor if you haven't been there. Walk through the toy section at Kmart. The
I'll have to go and
stuff
have a
that
look.
they have, it is out of this world.
Mm.
Out of this world, and it's really not expensive.
Oh.
So yeah, when it comes down to should I or should I not, I would probably say, if you don't need to bring a whole container, bring something, even if it's just a cube, with the stuff that's sentimental to you, and a few things that you know will help you emotionally to settle and to feel settled and to feel like you're home.
Charles just on the other channel saying they can't wait to get his braai that's in his container. So that arrives in another week or so.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah, we all got stuff that we look forward to get once the container arrives. Our stuff went into storage for more than a year, and then we were here for about 42 days before that arrived. And I have made a list of stuff that I do need, and luckily I didn't go buy because I had all that stuff in the container. So
another thing that we can maybe just touch is when you start to sort out your stuff to get it back. I don't think people that don't know knows how hard it is to try and figure out what you bring and what you leave behind, because in the end, to me, it felt like everything was sentimental. I didn't want to leave anything behind. I sat on that floor and I cried my eyes out about stuff that I have to leave behind. It is so ridiculous. But anyway, it is.
Now you're telling people to leave everything at home.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I have a box full of old letters from school and cards from my grandma and letters that my brother wrote to me from the army and all that. And I went and I sat down. I wasn't in a very good space, you know. So I sat down on the floor in my bedroom and I opened that box and I started to read all the letters and whatever. And you know what? Bring it. I just brought the whole box.
So that's why it took us about 4 weeks just to pack.
I really struggled to pack. I really struggled.
And the other thing is what you don't realize is how much extra stuff you have. And let's call it crap you have. Because we had a lot of stuff. And then my daughter drove from Kimberley all the way to Cape Town, came and filled up a car to the top. My one son also took a lot of stuff to his dorm room. And then we had a few friends come over and take what they want from the stuff that we didn't want. And eventually there was still enough stuff left over that I brought the guys who always cleaned my place. I brought them in and they came with a bucky. And there's a ute for the Kiwis. They came with a ute and they filled that ute to the brim about 2 or 3 times with glasses and all the other stuff that we didn't want to take with. So yeah.
I just anything that I haven't used for a year, I just left it. Yeah, chucked it, because if I haven't used it for a year, I'm probably not going to use it.
All right. So the year has started. It's not a bad year. We went fishing last weekend. It did actually not bad at all for a start. You always think that every day is going to be a good fishing day, but the reality is that most days are actually, you don't catch a lot of fish, but last weekend we really did well.
You did good.
So I'm glad the fish is back, and we didn't spend a lot of. We drove about 1 kilometer, and then we were in the fish, so that's not too bad. So yeah, let's hope this weekend is about the same as that. So
Francine says, so I'm not a total weirdo, crying, laughing, etc., while trying to sort out what needs to go. No, you're not. When I think about it, I'm still tearing up.
It's a. I would want to say it's like goodbye saying process.
Yeah.
Because the line is in the sand. You got to cross it now. There's just no way. You got to cross it, and to make it easier on yourself. I mean, that's probably where the tears come. And
it's really hard.
Yeah.
Because you realize this is it. This is it.
Don't sort the shit out. Pack it. On a trans, come in, pack it.
And the thing is, you're excited because you want to go, but
it's a
you're
new
so
life
sad because you have to go.
Oh my goodness.
It's hard.
Humans and their emotions.
But I understand, and I'm here for you.
Yeah. Guys, I want to say thanks for this morning. Thanks for listening to us. Thanks for listening to us the last 3-4 years already. It's been a while. Was it longer? 5 years?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, how long has been going on with this? So you're a newbie here, yeah. So
okay.
just Brian saying 17 years later, we're now throwing the last of that South African stuff out.
It's true. I don't have a lot of South African stuff left.
Yeah, no, we started not upcycling or recycling, but buying new stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All that actually matters in the end is that sentimental box that I brought and all the photos, my photo albums.
I still got all the computers and all. Actually gave some of the screens away the other day.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
If you've got any suggestions for talks that we should do in the future, please send us a inbox, a PM.
Yeah, it's not
text,
really. It's
WhatsApp.
not. It's not easy thinking about what we should talk about every week. We want to talk every week, but we don't always know what about.
We don't always want to talk a lot of crap. So, all right. Have a great morning, and see you all next week, same time, same place.
Bye.
Bye.